Hello everyone! I am so happy that you are here and welcome to lesson number 335 of A Course in Miracles. What is the ego? The ego is idolatry, the sign of limited and separate self, born in a body, doomed to suffer and to end its life in death. It is the will that sees the will of God as enemy and takes a form in which it is denied. The ego is the proof that strength is weak and love is fearful. Life is really death, and what opposes God alone is true. The ego is insane. In fear, it stands beyond the everywhere, apart from all, in separation from the infinite. In its insanity, it thinks it has become a victor over God Himself. And in its terrible autonomy, it sees the will of God has been destroyed. It dreams of punishment and trembles at the figures in its dreams, its enemies who seek to murder it before it can ensure its safety by attacking them. The Son of God is egoless. What can he know of madness and the death of God when he abides in Him? What can he know of sorrow and of suffering when he lives in eternal joy? What can he know of fear and punishment, of sin and guilt, of hatred and attack, when all there is surrounding him is everlasting peace, forever conflict-free and undisturbed, in deepest silence and tranquility? To know reality is not to see the ego and its thoughts, its works, its acts, its laws and its beliefs, its dreams, its hopes, its plans for its salvation, and the cost belief in it entails. In suffering, the price for faith in it is so immense that crucifixion of the Son of God is offered daily at His darkened shrine, and blood must flow before the altar where its sickly followers prepare to die. Yet will one lily of forgiveness change the darkness into light, the altar to illusions, to the shrine of life itself, and peace will be restored forever to the holy minds which God created as His Son, His dwelling place, His joy, His love, completely His, completely one with Him. Lesson 335. I choose to see my brother's sinlessness. Forgiveness is a choice. I never see my brother as he is, for that is far beyond perception. What I see in him is merely what I wish to see, because it stands for what I want to be the truth. It is to this alone that I respond, however much I seem to be impelled by outside happenings. I choose to see what I would look upon, and this I see, and only this. My brother's sinlessness shows me that I will look upon my own, and I will see it, having chosen to behold my brother in its holy light. what could restore your memory to me, except to see my brother's sinlessness? His holiness reminds me that he was created one with me and like myself. In him I find myself, and in your Son I find the memory of you as well. Okay, that is lesson number 335 of A Course in Miracles. I choose to see my brother's sinlessness. Yes, and in other words, I consciously choose to stop judging my brothers and sisters, because my judgments seemingly keeps me, my brothers and my sisters, trapped in the illusion of the ego mind, the very dream these lessons are attempting to save us from. That's why we are asked to choose to see our brothers and sisters' sinlessness, because to behold their innocence, to see beyond appearances, beyond actions, and beyond the play, is the illusory key that ends the illusion that we are the body-mind identity. And let's contemplate on this. How can we escape from the illusion that we are the body if we are still condemning our brothers and sisters to the body, to their actions, to their decisions, to their lifestyle, to their appearance, and so on? How can we escape the ego mind if we are not willing to cut the illusory chains that seem to keep us trapped within the illusory mind by engaging with our thoughts? Do you know what I mean? And so we are being asked to see our brothers and sisters' sinlessness, not because we are denying what's happening in the play, but because by judging, by condemning, by assuming, by projecting, we are using the very mind activity that we are attempting to escape. And so, the solution to end illusions is to stop engaging with illusions. It is very simple, yet when trapped within the illusion, it seems to be very hard to do. It seems that we are asked to bypass, to deny what's happening, but that's not the case. We are not being asked to deny anything except illusions. We don't realize this, but we are unconsciously trapped in the dream of I and time. A dream that never started, yet nonetheless, a dream that comes to an end by consciously deciding to disengage from that time-bound mind by practicing presence. Presence being synonymous with forgiveness. Different words, same thing. That's why in today's lesson it reads, forgiveness is a choice. Yes, it is. To consciously choose presence is a choice. The choice to see and judge not. To just look. To just be. The effortless state of being. So simple, but not to the ego mind. The ego mind is skeptical. It thinks it knows, and so it doubts. Again, the ego thinks. Stop thinking. practice presence. Choose nothing but presence, because eternal nothingness is the only presence appearing as everyone and everything. And so, to see our brothers and sisters' sinlessness is to perceive nothing, the perceptionless perception of the Holy Spirit, instead of entertaining our judgments, which keeps us seemingly trapped to the illusory body-mind perception. And so, we continue to practice presence, to master presence, and be as presence is, perceiving nothing, thinking nothing, being nothing, till disappearing within eternal nothingness.